I've had a few people asking about how to use the Heirloom Traditions paint. It is a little bit of a different process. It's actually so much easier than you think it's going to be. But Sue, I know you asked about your table, and Carla, I know you just bought the Heirlooms Traditions. So I just wanted to be able to show you guys how to use it. So this drawer has already had an ugly coat put on it, and it was not cured before I put it away, so that's why you see this. So that's user error and has nothing to do with the paint. So what you're going to do is, regardless of what it is you're going to paint, you're going to clean it very well, either using the Heirloom Traditions Degloss or Degreaser, or you can go to Lowe's and get Crud Cutter. It is safe for all finishes, but it'll get all the grease and oils and all this icky stuff off of it. Other than that, if you are doing a dark color, there is no priming needed. If you are doing, say, the Colosseum, which is like almost an off-white, actually it is an off-white, and you're doing it on top of what's already a dark wood, you are going to want to prime that with at least one coat of primer, just so that way the wood color doesn't come through. So we're using the Mediterranean today, and like I said, I already did one base coat. Pardon all the nicks and scratches. Like I said, I was just using it as a color tester. So what you're going to do is you're just going to paint. And you don't have to do it all pretty and exact, because this is self-leveling. And you're going to put it on generously. You're going to want to get up your drips and stuff, but you don't have to worry about the brush strokes, because we're going to fix that in just a second. Since this is such a small door, I can do the whole thing really quickly, but for bigger pieces, you are not going to want to do this big of a space all at once. You're going to want to do it in sections, probably about 2 feet by 2 feet, because you don't want your paint to get too dry before you use your applicator. Alright, so we got it all covered in paint. So this is the true applicator. This is a godsend. You're going to go through and lightly tap. That will get rid of all the brush marks. It will also help with any of the pooling, meaning like you're getting the drips. See, like right there, I got a large pool of paint. It helps distribute it. Again, this is self-leveling paint, but this just helps take it one step further. Over here, I got a big glob of paint. You can see here how it's all streaky by just going over with this and dabbing it. And again, you're not using extreme pressure. You're just sort of dabbing it. And you can keep going until you are happy with the level of the paint and the reduced brush marks. If your paint does start to dry before you can get there to dab it, you're going to just take a water bottle and spray your applicator to just moisten it, and it'll help you work in the paint a little bit better. Like you can already sort of see, this paint does dry quick. So you can already see where in some areas it's starting to dry. So this is my second coat. Before I do anything else to it, like if you want to use a Shiva stick to add some detailing, or if you wanted to use a weathered wood or a dark glaze to it, you're going to want to let this dry for at least 24 hours. However, if in an hour or so you see and you don't like the texture of how, and you think it needs another coat, when using the Colosseum, you might need a third coat. Within an hour or two, you can go ahead and do your second coat or your third coat. Another thing to know is just know that it will not be cured for 30 days, so you're going to want to be careful with it. But anytime you're painting cabinets, whether it's with Benjamin Moore or any of the other brands, they pretty much all have a curing time of 30 days. So just be careful with it. Once it dries, you can go ahead and install it. If it's a table, like Sue, I know you're doing a table base. A table base doesn't necessarily get a lot of wear and tear, so you should be good to go. Just, don't kick it too much. Sue, for your tabletop, I will do another video, but I figured this was enough to get you started for your base of your table, and I will send you a link to the Heirloom Traditions Colosseum paint, which is what you will want to use for your table base. Thank you guys so much and happy Saturday.